Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hank's Corner. Hank's Corner is officially broadcasting live from the Tiki Cove in Land O'Lakes. And up on stage right now, while we're getting ready to do this podcast, is my buddy Brian Ruby. He's up there playing. So if you aren't locally, you can catch him up. He's leading it off. But I got a special guest here today. He actually opened up the festival last night with Kirsty Krause. Please welcome to Hank's Corner, Danny Spiro. Danny, what's going on, my man?
I'm good, man. Happy to be in Land O'Lakes, Florida at the third annual Toes in the Sand. This is amazing.
Yes, third annual, and it just gets better and better every year. And, how was it to kick things off yesterday?
Oh, it was amazing. The crowd was amazing. I mean, you can't get much better than this. I mean, the sand, the stage, the people were great. You people in Land O'Lakes are fantastic. So we had a great time.
Yeah, definitely was a good time. And we did have a little bit of a weather issue last night with some rain coming down, but that didn't change anything. You guys played, and we had a bunch of people dancing up, by the stage. And, it was you and Kirsty Krause. And,
right.
How is it playing with her? Because normally when she comes here, she's 4K. She's with Crystal King.
Right.
And so this is the first time in a while that I've seen her with a male artist. And tell me, what's your perspective of playing with her?
Oh, Kirsty's a pro. She knows what she's doing. She is an amazing artist, amazing writer. She has an amazing stage presence. They loved her. It's just a pleasure and an honor being able to play with her, play next to her. So.
Yeah, and I thought it was really cool because you guys got to do stuff that, Crystal and Harold can do it, but it's just not the same. Some of the duets that you were doing were, male and female duets, and they sounded really awesome. And for those that you go back on my page there on Hank Jr. Productions on Facebook, you're going to see a lot of video of that. I took probably at least an hour's worth of video.
I saw you. Yes, you did.
My arm was getting tired. I probably should have brought a stand for it.
I appreciate the fact that you did that. So thank you so much.
Yeah. So, Danny, tell us a little bit about you, because you have not been on my podcast yet, and you're kind of a new artist to me. So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm originally from Mobile, Alabama, around the Gulf Coast, which is nice to be back here because it makes me feel like I'm back home. I moved to Nashville about 8 years ago. I'm a country music singer, songwriter. I play full time, whether it's downtown, Music Row, or on the road like here we are today. And yeah, I'm just, you know what it is? Besides being an artist, I'm a music lover.
Yeah.
And that's what got me started in all this. So, yeah.
And my understanding is that you have a song out, correct?
I do, yes, sir. It just came out a couple months ago. A brand new single called Her Favorite Color. So I hope you enjoy it. It's got a little bit of country music, a little blues, a little more rock and roll, a little pop themes. I'm a big, like I said, I'm a lover of music. So I like to throw all my influences that I've grown up in my music. So
yeah, and so we got some people tuning in already that are actually here at the show. Thanks to Sean over here for tuning in. Definitely appreciate that.
Thank you, Sean.
We're just getting things kicked off here, and we expect a huge crowd later on today, whereas we got plenty of great guests that are going to be performing. And so you said you're a music lover. Tell us a little bit about your influences and like kind of what's on your playlist right now.
Well, growing up in Mobile and the Gulf Coast, it was more blues, jazz, Motown oriented. So a lot of Bill Withers, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, to a lot of the 90s rock guys, to, Sublime and Fuel and Blink-182. And then the country realm, always in Alabama. So, you got the Toby Keith, Alan Jackson, George Strait, Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings. I mean, the list goes on and on. But that's what you usually hear me play in my car when I'm alone. Is the hits, man.
Yeah, and I definitely love it. And you played some classics yesterday. What are some of the favorite things you'd like to cover?
I love, and this is the greatest part about Kirsty and her professionalism, is that we can throw together duets a lot. So songs like Jackson with Johnny and June, you
did a great rendition of that last night.
The new song that came out with Riley Green and Ella Langley, You Look Like You Love Me. That's great. We also did a duet that's Give It Away, written by Jamie Johnson, but made famous by George Strait. And Jamie Johnson and Leanne Womack actually do a cover of that, so we actually got to do that together as well. So
Yeah, so if you weren't here at the Tiki Cove to kick things off with the Toes in the Sand third annual festival last night, no big worries. You can go back and, like I said, watch a lot of those videos there on my Facebook page. And, I know I had a good time, but a lot of other people did. And how many times have you been to Florida? I think this is you're still kind of a rookie to Florida, right?
As far as touring Florida, yes,
Okay.
I am very new, but I've been to Florida my entire life.
Oh,
so,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
But
Any particular spots that you like?
I love the Destin area. I love Anna Marie Island. I love Gainesville, and my first time at Land O'Lakes, and I've had a great time. So.
Yeah, so definitely like Land O'Lakes now in the Tampa area.
I'm a fan of the Tampa area, man. We got to see St. Petersburg and the downtown life down there. That's amazing. Also Pensacola, because growing up in Mobile, Pensacola was only a hop skip away, so it was nice being able to get down there and see the water.
Yeah, and being out there in the Anna Maria Island and the St. Pete area, tell us a little bit about what you've seen, because for those that aren't here locally or may not have been paying attention on the news, we had a hurricane that came through that kind of was very devastating to our areas, and what did you see when you were out there?
It was devastating. I mean, we're talking about houses that are underwater, and it's a shame. And I hope those people the best. I pray for them. I hope they all help each other. And from what I've seen, they all do help each other in a time of crisis like this. So my hearts go out to them. I know what hurricanes are like growing up down here, and it's just devastating. But however, they are making it through and they're prevailing.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we don't seem to be out of the woods yet, because there is another storm that's brewing in the Gulf as we're talking today, and we'll next weekend we're not even sure exactly what it's going to look like, but I'm sure everybody's going to be keeping an eye on that. So tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing the rest of this year as far as your music stuff.
Well, we're heading back to Nashville. I've got time in the studio that we're getting to. We're lining up a tour to Texas and the Midwest. Hopefully one of those stops will be in Land O'Lakes, Florida. And we're also preparing for the festival season, so we're just getting all that set together, getting the schedule going. But the first goal is to get back in the studio and get some more songs out, which my team is really looking forward to. So am I.
Is there anything in the pipe work right now that you can kind of give us a little bit of a tidbit about, maybe?
Okay, so I can say that we'll just call it Once Upon a Time at the Opry.
Okay, all right.
We'll say
that's intriguing enough in itself. A little bit of mysteriousness, and definitely look forward to that. Of course, all my followers know that I have a New Music Friday post on Fridays where I post all the new music. So once we get Danny's music out and released, which whenever that may be, we'll make sure that we post it on there. But Danny, it was definitely a pleasure getting a chance to talk to you.
Pleasure.
Hopefully, maybe we'll set up a chance to actually do a full podcast episode.
That would be amazing.
And get some of your music played. But you know what? I had a great time watching you and Kirsty last night. And, I definitely look forward to you coming back to Land O'Lakes.
I can't wait. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Yeah, and remember, we're out here at the Tiki Cove in Land O'Lakes, Florida for the third annual Toes in the Sand. Right now, we got Brian Ruby up there playing, and we're going to have plenty of guests that are going to be coming up later on today. So if you can make it out here, let's make it out here. If not, be checking my page, and you might see some lives with them playing. So we'll be back on later. This is Hank's Corner at the Tiki Cove in Land O'Lakes.